Hi guys, so I'm back with a new question number 12, which is to accept list of n integers and partition the list into two sublists, even and odd numbers. So we have to basically take a list of numbers and then create a partition of this list and dividing it into even and odd number list. So let's just head on to the text editor and take a list, or first of all let's take the number of inputs from user. So n would be the number of element in the list, so we will take input and we would require it as an integer. So input, enter number of elements, then what we would do, we would run an for loop for I in range n. So for I in range n, what we will do is we will take an element x. So int input and then enter element, or we can use format string for more better visualization of which element we are taking. Enter enter and then curly braces ith element. So we will take n inputs and then let's create a global list, which would so g list, global list, and then initialize it as an empty. And after that, after taking this x, what we will do is we will append this x to this list, means basically add this x after taking input to the list. So let's then print and see whether it's are there any errors. So let's just run this. It is asking for enter elements. I will give 5. After that, 0th element, so 10. One for one first element it should be. So there is some grammatical mistake, but for correcting it, we would require more code, such as taking a list of 4 elements. 0th would be th, and then first, second, and third. First would be st, or let's just do that. So raised to list means basically the value. So 0th would be th, first 0th, 4th, 5th we will use this, and then for other first st, then second nd, and then third rd, third. So this would be our list. So what we can do is, here we can check the condition, such as, or what we can do is directly use let's just create check if condition. If I is in, so I in no is I in 1 2 3, so I in 1 2 3, then print that, else th. So we can use a not condition, as then what we can do is I equal to 0. So we can directly use this I, or we can create raised I, means it will keep the count of this. So it will keep the count of this th. So if it is 0th element, then th, we would require 0th th. So what we can do is raise I will contain 0, as we are checking if not in 1 2 3, means basically if I is not 1 2 3, then we can assign the value of 0 to the raise I. Else what we can do is raise I equal to I. So basically if I is 1 2 3, then raise I would be either value of 1 2 3, means which I is referring to. If it is not in 1 2 3, then what we can do is we can we can assign 0 to this raise index, because otherwise we will use this th. So what we can do is after this we can then I can then again take this curly bracket and put raised list dot I, raised list of index raised I. So let's just execute this. So number of elements would be 5. So 0th element would be 10. Now we got first element. So st, why? Because now I is equal to 1. So it is not in this, so this condition became false. It came here, and now I raised I equal to 1. So for raised list 1, so 0th first element, it is st. So first, so we will enter some value. Second element nd, same logic for this nd. So second element would be some 47, third 84, fourth would be again some other value. So now it is working nicely. So it is giving this. So now we have successfully created a global list which contains the value. So now what we can do is we can partition it. So we can run a for loop over that list for element or for num in glist, global list. What we can do is if num mod 2 equal 0, means basically checking is if num is divisible by 2, means it is an even number. So if num is even, then we can create an we would require global list. So even list or even L empty, and then odd L. So odd L, this also empty. So what we can do is if num mod 2 equal to 0, means basically number is even, then what we can do is append this number to even list. So even L dot append append object which is num. Else what we can do is add this number to odd, because if it is not even, then it should be odd. Odd L dot append number. So let's just print the odd number and even. So print even list, and then even list none even L, and then print odd list. So odd list and odd L, and let's just execute this. So number of elements 2. After that enter 0th element, so 10. First element also, let's give us even. So now you can see even list has 10 and 12, odd list has nothing. So it should be list, and let's again run this and give 10 elements, so some random numbers. Now you can see 298, it got repeated, 726 and 1694. Odd list 37, 27, 37, 87 and 39. So we have separated or partitioned the list into even list and odd list. So this was about this question 12. That's all for this video. Let's meet in our next video.